Welcome back to Doing the Place Random Stuff. Today I decided that I wanted to bring you all some Big Spell Mage. It's one of the two actual meta deck that's on ladder right now. Meme made yesterday with the Chaos Casino Mage. I decided to show you something that's actually meta.
The Scourge will meet their end.
Will I win? It's elementary.
But this deck has been on ladder and in the meta for quite some while. I believe actually since Fractures in the Attic Valley, when Rune of the Archmage and Belinda and that sort of cards were released. So it's been here a while. There's a few new additions to it, or I believe one new addition in it, which is the Aslaw. But this is only just because Aslaw is a really good card and there's no reason why not to not run it. We are also in this running the ping package with the Magic Dawn Grasp and Mordresh and regular Apprentice. So that entire shebang. But it's a really good deck. It can definitely mess with stuff like the No Minions Demon Hunter and the Quest Demon Hunter, which is there's a lot of on the ladder right now. But let's see how we fare. It seems like we're playing against the Miracle Concoction Rook. So hopefully we can put up a few disruption tools to mess with him. And I think it's just a disruption game plan until we can get stuff like Belinda out and start hitting with that. So I'm thinking next turn we're probably gonna do Okani, unless he puts something really big on the board that we need to arm off for. Oh, it's not Miracle, this is the Death Rat Rogue. This might all of a sudden be a harder matchup for us. But
I'm 7 moves ahead of you.
as it is, the most time every matchup, even the bad ones, are winnable. It's just gonna be a tougher time at it. Hopefully Okani is gonna put a little bit of a wrench into his game plan. That comes down the graveyard. And he's a bit limited in what he can do. So this turn, let's just coin out Belinda. This is a very strong tempo play.
Take me for an ordinary mage?
Basically getting a 10-9 on turn 5 is hard for most people to deal with. And this way we can next turn draw out our last Drakefire Amulet with our Evoker, guaranteed 10 mana, 10 armor with it. And as well as put our Aslaw on the board and get that train rolling as well. So, this is a very consistent deck. Oh yeah, another new card we're running. We're using the Arcane Defenders as well, yeah. Which is pretty huge. It can put some really big taunts in the way of
No waves can sink this
decks
ship.
exactly like this and the Miracle variety.
Our gift of the arcane enlightens us. Not impressed.
And then we present lethal on board, so it's gonna have to react. We also have a very big, very cheap rune and a very cheap amulet that we can pop from extra pressure, but at this point in time there's no reason to add extra pressure and put all our cards on the board if he has some sort of AoE clear or anything like that. We can simply just win by having minions on the board.
Monsters beneath predictable.
That's the Okani counter. That's a lot of mana use, and he has to clear all our board.
It's not meant to be.
And as the guy said, it's not meant to be. He didn't have a resource, didn't have an amp to an early Belinda. So that's very consistent, very efficient. So that's game number 1. Let's jump straight into game number 2. The matchup you're gonna play against a Death Rat Rogue is not gonna be that easy. They can definitely pull some shenanigans if you allow them to. The clutch play there were Okani and the minion counter, keeping them at bay for a good long while. Giving us time to get Belinda out without any issue. But let's see. We have Belinda in our starting hand again, which is really good. Which means on turn 6 we can cheat her out. Give a Warlock a very big minion to deal with. We also have the Reckless Apprentice, so if we could get... well, we don't run Wildfire. So we can get that going. If he pulls out a big board, we can get a lot of our hero power damage that we need to activate our Mordrash.
Job's done.
Parrot, which is also really good.
Why do you call?
You could also run this package in a 40 deck. You run stuff like Blizzard, Wildfire to spice it up, but I find that the 40 card or the 30 card variant is more consistent in what it does, and you get to the good stuff easier. How we match up against Imp, I don't know if this is the curse variety that we're dealing with here. I'm not exactly sure. Let's just pull out our Reckless Apprentice.
Wait, not all of them.
Get 3 damage for the activation.
Job's done.
Kill this Word Walker.
I'm 7 moves ahead of
This is most likely a minion counter, Kani. Question is, what do we do here? Because we definitely want our Belinda down next turn. So what we can do is sacrifice our watch post.
predictable.
Found this trick there. Just hero power to face. Hit him with the Reckless Apprentice, and then we don't have to worry about Okani for next turn. And we can just put Belinda down with no issue.
Run amok. Run amok.
Okay, so they powered up their Okani. Well, here we definitely want to
Take me for an ordinary mage.
tip out Belinda. Get a solid 8-9 on the board. Looks like clear out some of these imps. So he can clear Belinda, but he has to use both his minions to do it.
Why do you go?
Okay, so he practically just pulls his entire hand out on the board. So I think the play here is to rip out the Rune of the Archmage.
Someone get aggro! Uncouth scum!
I think I'm just gonna hit face first. Let's see.
Fire, frost, and the arcane!
Let this loose, and then hopefully this is enough to at least protect us the next few turn. Or the next turn at the very least.
I have an idea. Conjured cold!
And that clear up the board very nicely. And we just put up Absol. Ready save for 2. We're gonna burn a card next turn, but that's okay. Gonna draw for his deck. I don't think there's anything in his deck that can bail him out with 1 mana. So I believe I have to win, yeah.
Last of me.
So, as I said, again, very consistent. You get your button down turn 6, get it out, and there's a big tempo play that your opponent can deal with. At the same time, you have 2 very big spells in your hand for 5 mana, and you could easily use to clear up some of it. We were very lucky on the rune with the boxes we opened and what it cast for us, removing some of the imp gang boss without having to deal with the prospect of getting more imps out of it. So very lucky, but that's sometimes it is with rune. Sometimes you get really lucky and sometimes it just does nothing. But that's game number 2. Very efficient. Let's jump straight into game number 3.
You win.
Yeah. As you can see on the deck tracker, we just lost a mirror match.
Versus Jaina!
But other than that,
My
this deck has
sorcery
been really
will
good.
prevail.
It is
The
good
mirror
to
match
see
was
you,
as well
Jaina.
really close. Came down to whoever drew his amulet and hit it, and we didn't. So we won. This is not the best hand we could dream of, but it has better potential. Okay, so this is a 40 mage.
Job's done.
We could see the casino mage from yesterday. I don't think it is. I think it's most likely gonna be. Well, it's not even a mage at all. This is a 40 card thief broke. That's interesting. You don't see a lot of thieves broke.
Feel groove!
But that's
Where you
probably
followed.
something we can handle. Starting out with discovering a few secrets here. I think let's just get our things them out. And hit face. Because we don't want to give him a coin if we can avoid it. Kind of want to go as far into the late game as we can before we start giving him coins. here's the big surprise that he is not a mage, which we already knew, so not a big deal. Good old Pelican dive out there. I think it's clear this out with our
So
skeleton.
generous.
Hit phase for 3, and then potentially he can hit us back and kill our mailbox dancer. Get a coin that way.
Let's marks the spot. More meat.
Okay. Runs away for the face damage. Okay, so here I kind of want to do the play of coining out Barbaric Sorcerer.
The muscle and the magic.
Give him 2 cards. And he's gonna hit us with an explosive rune. But it reduces our Rune of the Archmage to a 2 mana cost, and he has a 9 cost spell in his hand somewhere. So I'm gonna hit this one, just because it puts a bit more damage on his hand. Let's just freeze the null. That's another perjury.
More meat.
Funny thing here, if that's a freezing trap and he doesn't clear our minion, that's gonna be death because he actually does clear it. So let's do this. Oceanic ally, okay. Places ally, sorry, not Oceanic. Let's just pull our 2 mana Rune of the Archmage and get some disgusting boxes opened. This is really good because now we have a wildfire, so we can put down our regular apprentice
Wait, not all of them.
and clear out most of his board. So, essentially now we have a really big board that he somehow needs to deal with. 2 big taunt dragons, so another stats. Going for concoction. Okay. Used a lot of resources, but he cleared it. So going to do here our Pelican Diamond. Ping his face for 2. Essentially activating our mortars for next turn.
You can't stop these
Put our Snow Flurry out. Giving us a free hero power next turn. So almost no matter what comes out of his hand,
Let's muddy the waters.
we can deal with that next turn with Mordresh. Going for free Sunwall. Giving him a lot of spells he can just use. If they're any good, I can't tell. Guess we'll see. Getting a dragon. Got our minion. So, what are we gonna do here? I think let's play here. It's just temper out some more drives. We're most likely gonna lose our pelican diver here because I think that's an explosive trap. Yeah. Still managing to do 4 to face as well as a hero power for 9. Freeze his face, and we present lethal on board. It's probably also important to tell that he probably knows that this is a visage. Okay, so we know he has an objection. We know he has a explosive trap, so we can't just rip any minion off. It's gonna get cleared out. So let's do a room.
What a conundrum.
See if we can clear his board. Deal some damage to face. So now another wildfire. He draws 0 mana spell, so he has a shadow step in hand most likely.
My hand is full.
And he burned a jackpot. That's really big. So. If he takes our Dawn Grasp here, I'm gonna be really sad. It's not gonna be the end of the world, but it's gonna be a little bit annoying. But anything else, he's more than willing to take. He took our parrot. Which is perfectly fine. I think the play here is to set up 2 turn leagues.
You wish to match wits with me.
So let's get Dawn Grasp in there. Giving us a bit of extra hero power damage, and yeah, feels like, well, nah, doesn't really matter who we hit with that. It was just
Ain't my grave.
he's too blame. Also, okay, he's trying to
We have plotted
dictate what we can
now we run.
play, but unless he pulls out some sort of lifesteal or some armor gain, we pretty much have this down because of our hero
Well
power.
played. Smart move.
I owe you one.
Oh, that was that match. So, as you've seen here, Big Spell Mage, incredibly consistent in what it can do. It's a really good deck for climbing ladder. It's a really good deck for just getting a consistent game plan going every single turn. If like an early Belinda is in many cases enough to win a game. Ramp Druid, as we saw here, can be a bit of a problem, but other than that, it's a pretty good deck, and you can definitely climb ladder with it. So, that's my thoughts on Big Spell Mage. Tomorrow, I've been teasing the Arcane Hunter for a few days now, and I'm gonna bring that tomorrow, I promise. For the people who wants to see that. But until tomorrow, like, comment, subscribe if you like this video, and I'll see you tomorrow with Arcane Hunter. And until then, be good to each other. And goodbye.